Hey y'all! Alright, I just got back in. Oh, look at this. This is so sweet. A married couple, or about to get married couple. Oh, cute photos. Okay, anyway. Oh, hold on just a sec. I got.
Hi.
Yo!
He has a sliding glass door lock that's broken also. Can you pick up the phone and talk to him real quick because he wants to take care of it all?
Okay, anyway, where was I? I had to answer a YouTube customer question for the Wiser latch. So I found this. I didn't find it. I knew it was there. I'd forgotten about it. This has been. I was looking for something else, and I looked underneath my cabinet, and I was like, "What the heck? Oh, here's that box." And it's actually like a pull-out, I guess, old letterbox or a big filing. Oh, I know what that is. That is a card index. That is a library. It looks like a library box. But what I have in there is really old antique stuff, which is why I'm wearing rubber gloves, because it is dusty and old. So this has been way buried underneath my cabinet for a good 10 years, at least. And I cannot remember what's in there. And since I'm doing so much more antique work now and it's becoming so popular, I am about to see. We are about to see what is in here. So get off reading. As we all know, reading is a long defunct company. This is a bathroom lock set. We'll see what parts are missing, if any. Look at the condition of some of this. I'm going to try to be real careful with the, that might add a buff out. That looks like shiny chrome too. So it's probably going to have some, okay, that's what I have these paper towels right here for. I knew I was going to need to do this. But might have some marks on it. And inside brass, so this is outside. This is very common. You have brass on the outside and chrome, because back in the 60s and stuff, it was very, hey, hey, what's up? Back in the day, you had chrome, bright chrome, like sink handles and green toilets and all that, and on the outside was brass. So very, very frequently back then you would get these two-tone. I've even got a bunch of Schlage that are two-tone, but these are always on the inside because it matches the bling of the fixtures inside. And brass rosette outside. So now let's see. And inside, and look, we have the original installation information. Screenshot if you want to screenshot. I mean, I don't know why you want to screenshot that, but hold on, Okay. Yeah, interesting there. Box is obviously in hard condition. This leads me to believe this is privacy. And we've got this little doodad. Oh, this is the one with the pistol key. I call these the pistol key releases. I've got a few of these, and I actually wondered who made them. There's another one too. This is very interesting. No latch. I don't know how. Okay, this is a screw with no threads. And then we have our rosette screws for the brass. 2 of them anyway. And 2 for the chrome. Alright, so this is the hole from the outside that you would use to push and release the or actually you'd use this one. You'd use this little gun deal, and you push in there, and what it probably does, got a spring. There's a spring loading mechanism right here. Okay. Has mail run? Okay, so sorry, I was just investigating this spring mechanism. So I'm gonna hopefully find a latch for that. And then your strike plate screws. And for some reason this has that. So something tells me that a few of these parts may not go to this lock. Okay, next, what we have here is obviously a mortise lock. Let's zoom back in here, being real careful about that. With strike plate. That's a non-bit key, just a thumb turn only. Let's see if we can thumb turn with this. Nope. Or this. Nope. But to get a little mortise lock for a bathroom, I guess. Alright, some more knobs. I wish they made these knobs like this nowadays. Maybe we'll find the latch in here too. So this is going to be the faceplate for a latch. Wonder if that's it. Oh, look at that. That is it. Oh, look at you. Okay, so still doesn't make sense yet, but we're getting there. We'll go ahead and pull out all the knobs. Actually, I need to keep these out because I have need of them. Screws are often hidden in little pieces of paper like that. I need a garbage. No big deal there. There's another latch. Dirty. Another strike plate. A wrench. That obviously just fell in there. Rosette Kingdom. Okay, so these are the ones that I'm more familiar with. And what that does, that's your interior again, except it moves a blocking plate to keep you. Once I find the spindle, I'll show you. All right, there's an interior of a thumb turn for one of them. There's another one of those plates. There's another brass knob. Another latch like that. There's a deep rosette. Solid brass. That is a, I want to say Pado Jado, one of those really oddball brands. Here we have a mechanism that appears to turn and engage like sort of like a classroom type function mechanism. Make sure there's no screws in here. These little bitty screws are pretty valuable. But strike plate. We'll just put all the strike plates together over here. Alright, another rosette, another black rosette, another black rosette. I'm gonna have to bag all these once I get to it. I feel screws in here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this paper. It's time for it to go. We have a lot of rosettes. Okay, here's another one of these latches. Rosette. This looks really familiar to me, but I cannot place it right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull out all. Ooh, that's a pretty one. There's an aluminum finish, huh? It's like Rosette Kingdom here. Rosette Kingdom. Strike plate. Here is this that I was going to show you here. Okay, so that is locked. And that is locked. Okay, so look at that, an integral lock in the latch. Locked. Unlocked. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting for sure. Looks like we have mostly rosettes. Here's a nice little thumb turn. For this. Screws. There's some key plates. Ooh, me. Okay. And by key plates, I mean skeleton key plates or barrel key, bit key plates. That is also an antique. I believe this is Corbin. Here's the two screws for it. There's another mechanism. I don't know what those are for. This is a faucet spline. That's a faucet deal, made to match Baldwin's things. Strike plate, strike plate. These definitely come in handy. Another one of those. Another brass. Okay, I know some of these I know go together. There's another aluminum with screws. So this aluminum can go with this aluminum. Fidget through this paper, make sure there's no screws in here. Here. There's screws. Alright, thumb turns, a valve. Don't know how or why that came to be there. Oh, that's new. Oh, I found a dime. Yay! It was worth it. It was all worth it. Is this aluminum or... Oh, that's copper. There's a copper one. So I'm going to just have to get some little pieces of paper and start repackaging these because obviously this paper is time for it to go by the wayside. Several black ones in there. I actually have a use for these black ones too, I believe. I'm thinking. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking I have a use. Hey.
the flamingo is okay?
Yeah, few doors that way.
Okay.
Alright, collar that obviously fell in there because that is not antique. We got another one of these. Strike plate, another thumb turn. That's an interestingly big strike plate too. Strike plate, strike plate. This is not antique. Not antique. Get out of here. Strike plate. Here's another one of those. I know I could have used this at one time. That damn round. Why don't you try chiseling that out? Oh yeah, it's fun. Oh, there we got a match. Got a match. Sweet. And found another aluminum. Another one of these. Spindle. This is not an antique spindle. This spindle goes with these. I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so there's another spindle. Some screws. We have black head. It's really hard matching these screws. If you really want to do a good job, you can't just go to the freaking hardware store and buy screws because it just don't work like that. You can't find exact finished screws. So all of this, to me anyway, given the area that I'm in, I can assemble some of these and or sell rosettes or parts and even screws once I salvage them all to do a good job on these. Oh look, there's another. Okay, so this piece is definitely broken. Yep. So this used to be this, which I still don't know what the hell they are, but presumably that went there. Yeah. So one is broken, sadly. I'll have to figure out what the other one's for, but that's no good. And getting down to the nitty gritty, we have some screws with some good oval heads. Nice rusted up. I've got two broken pieces. That's interesting. Interesting. There's another key plate in brass, which went over here. Another key plate. And that's it. Handful of screws, little screws right there would be good to have to make some pretty installs. A few strike plates that'll come in handy, and what in the hell is going on outside? I don't even want to know. Don't even want to know. Do you want to know what that all is about, Kim? Okay, so that's it. We are empty. I'm going to dump this in there. Go get some stuff to cover all this up. Get rid of the stuff that is actually not good, like or antique, or that I need. I don't really need that. And rewrap a few of these. So I got a few good knobs. I was going to show you one thing real quick. These knobs, these funny spindles right here, they worked with these latches. And you tighten that down all the way. This provides the stop, and it also worked with the rosette there. So you had that tightened down, and you had this, and you had this, and then you had the bigger one that sat like that. So that tightened down, obviously. Was ye old not sorry, my bad, not correct. This was the inside. Got ahead of myself. Alright, obviously haven't been on there in a while. Okay, and now we put this back on. And when somebody was in the bathroom and wanted to lock the door, they would slide this, which would basically freeze the inside of the latch. And then unlock it. And the release for that, I don't recall if there was one. I don't think there was a release. So you are SOL. And also, I probably used the wrong one. These that came right here and here, these were the same size. So I'm guessing that is this actual one right there. So that's it. Pretty good little haul. Especially the rosettes. I'm going to bag those up. I'm going to put a couple of these doorknobs together for sale. And use the strike plates and the remainder. This is one of the things I was going to talk about. You see the difference. So this in any of your doorknobs versus rosettes. You had, see how that does not set? So not all rosettes are made for all doorknobs. And kind of the Wild West back then. So like if these black ones, I could use that on a black one. But if you use this one, it's like floppy on it, which sometimes doesn't matter. So when if you have to go to like an old place that has this kind of stuff, when you pick out the rosettes, make sure that your knob goes and recesses into the rosettes like that. Does not. This one I pointed out is kind of special. That one would work. And these over here would be kind of interesting, but these need prettier knobs. So anyway, let's grab the camera and take a look at everything. Wish I could figure out exactly how that works. If I do, I'll update it in a later video. But this latch obviously has something to do with it. I'm just going to try to figure out how to do it on the inside. If I do, I may just post a link of the picture of it on Twitter and then put a pinned comment on this video to that. If I figure it out, or once I figure out how it is, then I will just put a link to the Twitter image so you can see it. So there we go. Got a few little things that I can keep in the truck for antique restoration. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a good one. Peace.